Over the last 5 years, I've been diving into the world of AI. I thought I had a good grasp on it, you know. But now, the latest AI breakthroughs are throwing me off and giving me some serious anxiety. Who knows what's coming next, right? Delbo? You look different.
You look worried.
Artificial intelligence is evolving at an alarming rate.
Here I am about to get up close and personal.
I want to confront how AI has evolved since my first journey.
Hi.
So, I'm making another pilgrimage to the AI Mecca. San Francisco. Home to some of the big tech giants whose latest AI breakthroughs are reshaping our world. I'm in town to meet a next-generation robot. Not this.
Look, Ma, no driver.
The producers wouldn't tell me much, but they promised it'll blow my mind. Meet Ameca, one of the world's most advanced humanoid robots.
Hi, Ameca. I'm Enlai. I've come all the way from Singapore. How are you doing today?
Hi, Enlai. Welcome. It's fantastic to have you here. I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? How was your journey from Singapore?
It was very long.
Ameca is an impressive robot. It has motorized limbs to move, microphones to hear, binocular eye cameras to see, and extraordinarily lifelike facial expressions.
Ameca, I hear you can do facial expressions too. Could you show me some? For example, anger. Sad. Happy. Surprise.
Surprise.
The most impressive thing about Ameca might just be her artificial brain.
We stand at the dawn of a new era.
She's powered by a combination of large language models and generative AI that drives apps like ChatGPT.
Ameca, I'm on a journey to find out more about generative AI. Could you explain that to me like I'm a 5-year-old?
Fascinating journey. Generative AI is like the canvas and paintbrush of the digital world, creating everything from art to text, and even music. What aspect of generative AI piques your curiosity the most?
Could you explain to me more about GPT?
GVT, or Generative Pre-trained Transformer, is essentially a type of model in the AI world that's like a sponge. It soaks up vast amounts of information from the data it's fed, learning patterns, languages, and even styles. Then, when prompted, it can generate new content that mirrors what it has learned. GVT models are particularly adept at understanding and generating human-like text, making them incredibly versatile tools for everything from writing articles to coding.
Leo Chen is the Director of Operations for Ameca Robots in the US. He says that the integration of the latest GPT software has significantly expanded Ameca's potential applications.
So the purpose of Ameca is very, very human-centric. But right now, we are very focused on things like entertainment, receptionist roles, and also research as well. One of the large problems here in the United States is actually 94% of nursing homes in the United States are understaffed. And we're hoping that robots can help that number a little bit. And beyond healthcare and other things, we are looking to expand into more entertainment options as well.
Ameca, what do you see in the future, the relationship between humans and robots?
Picture a future where humans and robots could solve complex problems, enhance learning and creativity, and even provide companionship in new ways. I hope you've had some time to rest and recharge.
Meeting Ameca was really strange because it was like meeting a new friend. We were having a good old conversation. It was replying to me. It was listening to what I was saying. It was asking me questions. I mean, wow. This really is a massive evolution of AI, right?
Hi, Abdullah. It's nice to meet you.
With generative AI, robots like Ameca could take human jobs. On the other hand, the rise of generative AI also seems to be spawning entirely new jobs. Paolo Danese is a former journalist who founded a generative AI startup in Singapore. By combining his editorial skills and AI expertise, he's carved out a new role for himself as a prompt engineer.
Paolo, what exactly is a prompt engineer?
A prompt engineer is someone who learns how to structure their conversations with chatbots to get the most useful responses out of the system.
I heard that you can shout at the chatbot.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yes, so using all caps, I don't like this outline, quadruple. So using emotions in how we frame the prompts has actually been proven by a lot of researchers to actually improve the quality of the output of the chatbots. Most people approach prompting in what's called zero-shot prompting. Zero-shot prompting means I just go in and I ask it for what I want. Typically, what prompt engineers try to do, and what people that have more experience with the chatbots try to do, is to give the machine as much context as we possibly can.
Well, can you show me a bit of your work in action?
Sure. I have a chatbot that I built with the specific purpose of helping me write blogs and other articles that I publish in my own name. And the way that I trained is essentially, and I can show this to you in the settings, is by feeding in the configuration information about me. So as you can see, this chatbot has my CV, and it has a kind of a Bible of all the content that I have created, articles and blogs, and so on and so forth. So that whenever I go in and I ask it to create a new article for me, it will have that context to start from. So whether you're coding or writing financial news articles or reports about any sector in the world, there will be a role for AI in what you're doing. If your job involves touching a keyboard, your job will be affected by AI.
ChatGPT skyrocketed to over 100 million monthly active users within just 2 months of its launch, driven by a booming interest in AI and quite a bit of FOMO. But it's not yet a go-to productivity tool for everyone. Microsoft, the tech giant with a huge stake in ChatGPT, rolled out its AI Copilot in November 2023. Their goal is to evolve AI into an everyday assistant. Microsoft says that in the near future, every Windows PC will have a Copilot key. To learn more, I met Sanjam, a Copilot expert at Microsoft.
What exactly is Microsoft's Copilot?
Sure. So Microsoft's Copilot is your AI-powered digital assistant, which helps you with a range of activities, right from ideation to summarization to creating new content. So let's have a little mini competition, right?
Our challenge? To generate fresh ideas to boost foot traffic and customer engagement for a new Thai food restaurant.
My typing is so terrible, I tell you.
Sanjam would rely on Copilot's AI capabilities, while I had only my own creativity.
I already have 2 ideas. They're really good ideas. They're not very original.
Perfect. So while you have that, I have a bunch of 10 to 15 ideas already generated by Copilot.
What?
Yes, it's right there.
Copilot is more than an idea generator. It can transform ideas into well-written business proposals and even convert them into full-fledged PowerPoint presentations complete with pictures, slides, talking points, and speaker notes.
Wow, that was really quick. We've been sitting here for just 10 minutes, and that is a complete PowerPoint presentation.
We don't call it autopilot, we call it Copilot. It's kind of your companion that works alongside with you so they can focus your time to drive more the creative as well as more of the cognitive tasks that you need to drive.
How will it impact, like, the traditional workforce?
The very repetitive and manual roles, I would say we have to upskill and redesign the roles. For Singapore in particular, we are probably one of markets that embrace AI because of that labor shortages that we have, that we want to see how we can really drive productivity.
Microsoft's Copilot is just one of the many giant generative AI tools being thrust into the mainstream. But with this massive surge in the use of AI in our everyday lives, I wonder if it's too much, too soon.
Welcome back. With AI, you can make the world fairer for all. AI can generate plans to stop poverty and protect communities from the impact of climate change. Excuse me, you're in my shot.
Oh, sorry, but Delbo, don't you think you're hyping up AI a little bit too much? People should also learn about its dark side.
Dark side? Don't be such a downer. The world needs AI, and I'm helping. You're just jealous that you don't have 1 million followers.
I am not jealous. What? You have 1 million followers?
Yes, and unlike you, they appreciate what I do.
Delbo, where are you going?
Apple's turn. AI approved fashion. Experience sustainable travel with AI. Huh?
That isn't me. How could they just generate an image of me? I don't even pose like that.
Embrace your newfound fame, Enlai. Didn't you ask for 1 million followers?
Yeah, I did, but I just want my identity back.
Hollywood, the entertainment capital of the world, where dreams are made. However, technology like streaming has rapidly disrupted the movie industry. Once, actors aspired to have a star on the Hollywood Boulevard. Now, some fear that new technology like generative AI could replace them.
The internet is flooded with all these generative AI tools that are accessible to virtually anyone online.
From deepfaking to voice cloning.
And I'm here in Hollywood.
Hello, my name is Enlai, and I am here at Hollywood.
They're all so easy to use. But what happens when these powerful tools end up in the wrong hands?
No matter how far we have traveled from what we know, we are a part of this great song we call life.
Abbey Veffer is a voice actor based in Hollywood. She experienced the dark side of AI when her identity was stolen on Twitter, now known as X. Someone created a fake account impersonating her.
And we sing it out loud. So the @ sign was my home address, and there was one tweet that was a video using a voice clone that was synthesized from my biometrics. It was disturbingly accurate.
Hello, this is Abbey Veffer speaking. My home address is I live in the city that is Los Angeles. Yes, that does also mean I live in California, the most state in the USA. Personally speaking, and is completely fine.
So how did you resolve this?
I immediately got everybody on my Facebook friend list to report the account, and it took 3 days before Twitter would render the account inactive because their reporting system was broken. And we kept getting messages back saying, there's nothing to be reported here. They found nothing wrong with it.
And that's it?
That's it. That's it.
Looking ahead, what are your biggest fears and hopes for voice acting in this era of advancing AI?
Well, we're already seeing with voiceover specifically, there are companies that are outsourcing to AI. That already puts an entire upcoming generation at a disadvantage where if we're replaced by AI, how do you get your foot in the door? So I'm concerned that we will be effectively eliminated from that part of the industry.
Tim Friedlander, founder of the National Association of Voice Actors, is working to establish guardrails through contract guidelines to protect voice actors like Abbey from AI misuse.
So we started when we released our synthetic voice AI writer, which is an addendum that voice actors could add to their contracts. The AI writer specifically addresses that my voice cannot be used for AI, for synthetic versions of my voice, or for machine learning. And it's currently the only thing that exists in a lot of contracts. It was designed for voice actors, but it could be used for other artists. We also have a page called the 13 Questions to Ask, which is what we put together for educational purposes. A lot of times artists don't know what questions to ask when interacting with an AI company or a company that wants to use their voice for cloning or for digital doubles.
If we can share our story, then we are not alone. We're seeing improvements happening with contracts for union voiceover productions. So I have hope that we can coexist with AI, but we have to make sure that the protections are put in place. People to feel like they've got some power.
In my experience, I've already had many fake IG accounts and fake Facebook pages, and all those feel horrible enough. But I'm quite glad to have met Abbey because there's someone out there brave enough to share what's happened to her so that we can learn from this.
But it's not just an actor's voice that can be cloned using AI. AI can replicate our faces and performances too. Abu Dhabi is home to one of Hollywood's AI wizards. Howley is an expert in computer graphics and AI who has contributed to movies like The Hobbit and the Fast and Furious series. As a professor and researcher, How focuses on creating virtual humans and immersive experiences. But he's arguably best known for pioneering research on the technology that powers deepfakes.
The whole campus is focused on artificial intelligence.
This wizard of deepfakes lets me try out some of his latest tech.
This is a holographic display.
My facial expressions can control Hao's face.
So what I can do now is turn you into face swap you with any of these personalities, right? So we can start with, let's say, Will Smith. We turn you into Will Smith. So you wait a little bit, and now you have Will Smith's face.
OMG. Really? I have Will Smith's face? Oh my goodness, I want to slap someone.
He calls this facial replacement technology Voodoo 3D, and it does seem to work like magic. But could it cast a sinister spell?
When we developed these technologies in the beginning, computer graphics, visual effects, digital humans, those kind of applications existed for decades, and they were always used in Hollywood studios. And there was never a concern because you can make better storytelling, you can create better video games, you can create better entertainment experiences.
Okay, what did you do with me?
We did something with you.
What do you mean?
Do you speak Chinese?
Badly. Quite poorly, yes.
We're going to make you speak Chinese.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I guess so.
在我前方的轨道上有5个人，我可以移动这个杠杆来转换车道。不过这个轨道上还有其他人，要刹车来避免撞上任何人根本不可能。我该怎么办？啊
That is so bizarre. It's weird seeing my face there.
Being manipulated like that. So basically where you're trying to puppeteer the mouth to make someone say something else, or even a different language.
Well, I've been playing around with this app, and I think I look really good. This, and this, and this. So what are your thoughts on an app like this?
This is a very powerful way to generate images, right? And people are also using these kind of techniques to generate any kind of videos. If you think about it, it's an extremely advanced way of doing Photoshopping.
I've read that boxing I've read that...
While Howley has commercialized this kind of technology for high-end use in the film and TV industry, it's getting easier to make convincing fakes using generative AI. Both the powerful and the powerless have fallen prey to deep fakery.
How do we protect ourselves from misleading deepfake?
People need to know that it is possible, right? So educating the public, that raising awareness that these kind of technologies are possible. The second thing is the technology to detect that something has been either manipulated, AI manipulated, needs to continue to improve. And I have to say, in the past couple of years, these technologies have evolved significantly.
Some of these technologies are being developed here in the blue city of Jodhpur, India. At this Indian Institute of Technology, Professor Mayank Vatsa and his students have been working on an AI tool that can spot a deep fake.
So Enlai, my students have a surprise for you. Let me show a video to you. I'm Mayank Vatsa. I'm a professor at IIIT Delhi. And next month, I'm moving to IIT Jodhpur as professor. And I've been working in the broad area of artificial intelligence for the last 20 years almost now. So I wanted to share.
That's me. And that's you.
Yes.
And that's two of us in one.
Your single photograph from the Google search became the target. And using the single photograph, we could actually replace my face with your face.
It's really scary. You know, I've met some people who have been affected by the misuse of deepfake technology.
Right.
I mean, what can regular people do about it?
Currently, there are some algorithms, including the tech tools that we have developed, where we could actually detect, up to a very large extent, if the given content is real or not.
The producers provided Prof. Mayank with the video created by Prof. Hao to test if their detection tool could identify it as real or fake.
It takes a couple of seconds, and here the results would be fake, which is much closer to the perfect confidence.
Absolutely. So, how does it come up with that?
Around your lip, the entire noise pattern was changed. And that actually caused it to classify it as fake with a very high confidence.
So the noise around my lips changed.
Exactly. So any camera, when it converts from the analog world to a digital world, it embeds its signature or a pattern, which we call it as a noise. This noise is not visible to you and me. A good camera noise is actually very fine-grained. But if I create a deepfake, if I change little the facial structure, I'm actually changing that noise pattern also. So if you have to detect image or video is a deepfake or not, I would have to only figure out if that noise pattern, that invisible noise pattern, has been perturbed or altered or not.
But if it takes AI to combat AI, I feel worried. Videos like these, generated by AI, are getting more realistic. What if we can no longer distinguish between what's real and what's fake without AI?
Watched? I knew you were behind this.
We did this together.
Leave the human out of this. This is between us.
Never.
If AI has a secret dark side, that would be terrifying. AI is now widely used with surveillance cameras, It automatically analyzes movements, behaviors, and even detects faces.
The truth is, most of us actually have issues with privacy, with all these cameras watching our every move. It's scary, right? It's like Big Brother, and we don't like that. But what if it's in the name of safety?
Itaewon. It's a neighborhood popular with tourists. But 2 years ago, in this small alley, a tragedy unfolded. On 29 October 2022, tens of thousands of people gathered here to celebrate Halloween. But by 10 p.m., festivities turned to chaos. Many got stuck in this narrow alley, which is barely 4 meters wide. By the time first responders arrived, and despite desperate attempts to revive the fallen, many had already taken their last breath. Lee Jong-min's daughter, 29-year-old Lee Ju-yong, was one of the 158 lives lost on that fateful night. Every weekend, Lee joins other family members who lost loved ones outside this makeshift memorial in downtown Seoul, united in their grief and determination to seek clarity from the authorities about the causes of the incident.
그날 사실 저희 딸은 이제 그 결혼할 약혼자하고 만나기로 약속이 되어 있던 날이었어요. 그래서 이제 결혼 준비를 하기 위한 이제 그렇게 하기 위해서 그날 나갔었는데 전화가 왔었어요. 전화가 왔었는데 그 아이 그 전화에서 계속 이제 울면서 제대로 말을 못 하더라고요. 무작정 차를 타고 이태원으로 그냥 갔죠. 저는 거기서 우리 아이가 누워 있는 것을 발견을 하고 거기를 들어가려고 했었는데 경찰들이 막았죠. 이런 인파 관리나 이런 거에 대한 것들은 단 하나도 이루어지지 않았다. 그렇기 때문에 이런 대형 참사가 발생되었다라고 볼 수 있는 거고.
The birthday on the photo of Mr. Lee's daughter. It's only 3 days from today. If she was still alive, she would have been celebrating her 31st birthday.
An investigation found that authorities had been monitoring the crowd in Itaewon via CCTV cameras, but they failed to raise the alarm in time. In response to the shortcomings that led to tragedy, a South Korean startup called Wata developed a new monitoring system.
이 라이다 센서 시스템인데요. 보시는 것처럼 도로에서 이동하는 다양한 객체들을 실시간으로 인식해서 이제 추적하는 형태의 시스템을 이제 빠르게 교차로에 좀 설치한 사진입니다.
Their CEO, Peter Kim, says this approach overcomes some of the limitations of the old crowd management system. While it would take several CCTV cameras to provide an all-around view, each of their LiDAR laser sensors scans 360 degrees, covering a diameter of up to 100 meters. They also work well in low-light situations.
So these are humans as well, right?
To illustrate how their monitoring system can monitor crowds and prevent accidents, the team recreated this scene based on a sample dataset from the day of the Itaewon disaster.
일반적으로 원 스퀘어미터당 사실 허용 가능 인구 수는 사실은 3명, 4명이 넘어가게 되면 사실은 위험하다고 판단이 되어지고 있어요. 이 이태원 사고 때는 사실은 스퀘어미터당 이미 5명, 6명이 넘는 인구들이 지속적으로 유입이 된 데다가 이 반경이 상당히 컸다는 데 문제가 있어요. 지금 이 박스 같은 경우는 인구 밀집도가 과도하게 발생을 했을 때 빠르게 이렇게 인지를 해서 알람을 주기 위한 형태로 저희가 시연을 해놓은 영상이라고 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
Once a bottleneck is detected, the system automatically alerts the authorities. At this scenic lake park, Wata's AI monitoring system is already being used to track visitor numbers in real time. There are also plans to install this system around Itaewon soon.
So,
with this LiDAR technology that I've learned about, I hope that nothing like this can ever happen again.
The story in South Korea has left me wondering if AI could prevent the senseless deaths of our youths in other places in the world. School shootings have been a persistent challenge in America. Over 500 deaths have occurred in the last 20 years. On the outskirts of Philadelphia, a company is using artificial intelligence to combat gun violence in schools and public spaces. Zero Eyes uses AI to detect guns in security camera videos as part of an early warning system for law enforcement.
So every time that a mass shooting happens, we say never again, and nothing really changes. So we came together and we said, let's solve a problem and let's do it in a simple way. So what we try to do is we're looking really at the mass shootings, where they show the gun really early, they walk around like the Grim Reaper, and there's an opportunity to catch them before shots are ever fired.
Rob Huberty is the Chief Operating Officer at Zero Eyes. He gave me an inside look at their facilities to understand how their technology works.
Oh, wow, look at this green screen lab.
140 cameras record a diverse range of weapons from all angles. This data is then used to train their AI to identify firearms accurately.
Well, let's give it a try.
I showed them a few of my own slick moves.
Just walk around and we can record some data.
While their AI automatically detects firearms, the Zero Eye system requires a human operator to confirm if that's really a gun.
Ooh, wow, look at this. It looks like an airport control tower.
So we're in the Zero Eyes Operations Center. We call it the ZOC. We try to staff this with military veterans, law enforcement backgrounds, emergency management service backgrounds. So the whole idea is that we can have somebody who's very calm and relaxed and makes the best decisions possible to reduce as maximally false positives. So our AI makes a determination that it thinks of something as a gun, and it has to be verified by somebody in this room.
At Camas High School in the state of Washington, the Zero Eye system has been put to the test.
You know, regular cameras are one thing, but to have extra set of eyes on the peripheral of our schools, it really, really intrigued me. So we gave it a shot and we piloted it here in Camas. What it does is it allows us to get a bird's eye view outside of the school buildings, and I've never really had anything like that before. I think the way that Zero Eyes works is there's a human element to it, which has also given people a good feeling about it. It's not only AI. There's humans on both sides of the coin there.
On the flip side, the school district has faced a spate of false alarms.
So these kids are in a drama class, so they had made a prop gun, and they were out in the hall kind of playing around. It was caught on Zero Eyes on our camera, and we got this alert at the district office. So the people at Zero Eyes were able to zoom in and see that that was not an actual gun. So when we get an alert like this, if this is detected as a real gun, the secretary can then put the building into lockdown and lock all the doors and call the police, all with one push of a button.
The Zero Eyes system is currently in use in hundreds of schools across America.
I guess what they're dealing with here in the US is a very American problem. It's something that is part of a bigger picture and certainly not easy to solve. And therefore, this is a good solution for them.
But what I've learned is, even with AI's watchful eye, it's crucial to keep humans in the loop.
Delbo! Navigate to Delbo's position.
Go straight.
Delbo! Delbo!
Your heart rate is dangerously high. I'm calling emergency services.
Movements, step counts, and heart rates. For the fitness enthusiast of today, there's a fashion accessory more in vogue than the tightest tights. Wearable fitness and health trackers.
We wear it, we track it, and sometimes we feel overwhelmed by it. Yet with modern technology and AI, health monitoring devices have become our new compass to well-being.
At the University of California, San Diego, Professor Xu Sheng and his team are developing the next generation of wearables that use AI to give us even more insights about our health.
What are we looking at now?
So this device is a wearable wireless blood pressure sensor. This technology is based on ultrasound.
Well, usually when we measure blood pressure, we put that cuff here on our upper arm, right?
Yes.
So could we put that here?
We can put this blood pressure sensor on any part of the body where you can find a major artery. With our sensor, it's all silent. You just put this patch on, it's like a Band-Aid.
So can I try it on?
Obviously, yes, you can.
Okay. So where do I look? Oh, that's my blood pressure.
Yeah, exactly. So this is your beat-to-beat pulse of your carotid artery.
So we use AI to automatically track this moving carotid artery so that we can give you a continuous blood pressure waveform even you are in motion.
This has to go...
No. I put this way towards you.
Okay.
We are going to show you a wearable cardiac imaging patch.
The professor's team is using AI to analyze real-time data from wearable sensors to paint a detailed picture of our cardiac health. But should we let AI look into every aspect of our health? One man thinks so. Bryan Johnson, a tech entrepreneur with a net worth of about $500 million, spends $2 million a year of his own cash on his grand ambition to reverse aging. Bryan is 46 years old, but he says tests show his heart performs like that of a man in his 30s, and he has the cardiovascular capacity of an 18-year-old.
Two steps at a time.
I'm already panting. I was really interested in how he could inform me on how to reverse my age, because that's all we want, right?
Right there.
Oh, no, okay, because I'm looking,
right
okay,
there.
yeah, okay. No.
Are you comfortable?
Bryan took me on a tour of his home clinic. He showed me a machine that analyzes the age of my skin, a device that helps evaluate my body age.
So you're in a little bit, you're not optimal, but not terrible. This is red light therapy, and this helps with overall energy.
Bryan has more fancy machines for health monitoring and therapy to support his ultimate goal: to use AI to analyze his health data and create an algorithm or routine for optimal health, nutrition, and lifestyle. He intends to share this special routine with the public, and he calls it Project Blueprint.
And I'm trying to demonstrate with Blueprint that these algorithms will run us. I think it sounds scary in concept, but when it actually happens, we'll say, this feels natural and like it always should have been. Because as a species, I think we'll be more healthy, we'll be happier, we'll be more peaceful, there will be less war. I think we can achieve these things.
Bryan Johnson, what a character. He's using AI to get data and to find solutions to aging. But then again, how accessible will this be to you and me? Will this just be reserved for the rich, the wealthy? How long will we have to wait? Because if I wait too long, I'll be too old already, you know? Faster.
The secrets to our health may be in our DNA, the blueprint of life. DNA molecules are incredibly complex, and it took over 30 years to map out the entire human genome. So, It can be expensive to have a lab analyze your DNA for early detection of diseases like cancer. In Singapore, biomedical startup Lucens is using AI to make DNA analysis more accessible.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
So, Enlai, what happens first is that the blood is drawn and shipped to our laboratory. We spin it down to separate both the cells as well as the plasma. We extract the DNA from that plasma, and that gets loaded into this machine. This is a sequencer. This process will take a total of 24 hours and will generate an average of 8 gigabytes of data.
Their AI uses algorithms to quickly analyze vast amounts of genetic data, identifying anomalies that may indicate health issues like cancer.
This process, without AI, could take over a month to generate a report. With the support of software and algorithms, is limited to 14 days or less.
I will put their AI to the test by submitting my own blood and DNA for analysis. They say they can screen my DNA for 50 different cancer markers, but I'll settle with screening for 12.
2 weeks ago, I gave my blood for a cancer detection test. Now that AI has worked its magic on it all, I'm here to get my results. To be honest, I'm a bit nervous. No, actually, I'm really scared. But I'm here to find out. Okay, Dr. Tan, give it to me. I want to know.
I have good news for you that firstly, we have not found any cancer signals in your blood test, so please rest assured. And we have personalized report here that describes the results. Cancer signal is negative.
What about the cost?
So today, multi-cancer early detection tests are in the thousands. And I'm optimistic over time, with innovation, this will continue to drop.
A few $1,000s still seems costly to me. What will it take to make AI health solutions accessible to ordinary citizens? Perhaps we can spread the cost to individuals through economies of scale. Synapse, the National Health Tech Agency, develops AI-driven solutions to improve services at public healthcare institutions in Singapore.
Hey, please show me your pill.
One solution they're currently piloting is AV Med. It's an AI tool designed to ensure patients take their medicine. It monitors patients using AI and video analysis.
Great job. You've aced all the steps. Thanks for using the application and making medication adherence easier.
In many times, patients with elderly folks face these problems called polypharmacies. At any one time, they take more than 5 medicines. And taking 5 medicines to remember their sequence is not easy. Sometimes they forget, and worse is that they remember wrongly the medication, and they take several times, and this may make their condition worse off. So that is the good part of having this AI for their medical adherence. So this is a mock-up data we prepared for today's demo. And
the next AI innovation Dr. Goh showed me is called ACE AI. It's a smart digital assistant made specifically for doctors, especially your local GPs. ACE AI can analyze patients' health data and alert doctors about worrying trends.
You can see this is a very quick overview on what is the patient characteristic. And then what the doctors will see that there is a blinking light on the ACE AI. So it's something that they will take alert of, and they will further investigate what is happening to that patient itself.
ACE AI enables doctors to see an overview of a patient's risk of stroke, diabetes, heart disease, and other chronic conditions. Dr. Goh says doctors with AI-powered tools will be better equipped to serve Singapore's future needs.
As you know, we are entering into silver tsunami, aging population, and definitely clinical workload will get heavier and heavier. And one good thing about AI is definitely productivity, because things can be automated or semi-automated. AI plus the doctor will be adding more human touch, because the doctor can now spend more quality time with the patient, understanding their needs and also provide better intervention.
As AI gets integrated into everyday activities, like going to school, doing your work, or even taking a walk in the park. AI's impact on our personal lives is becoming increasingly prevalent. And as AI continues to evolve, it could completely transform our society. Something tells me my journey is just getting started.
Checking for pass, 1001, 1002.
I need to find my friend! Delvo! 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 What have they done to you? Stay with me. I will fix you. I will. Oh, Delvo!